On November 11th, 2022, police were called to a motel in response to a disturbance that was reported there. However, the management of the motel in Onalaska, Wisconsin, revealed that the visitor had allegedly been behaving strangely and damaging her room. She was quickly recognized as a woman by the name of Rhonda Hay, who was 45 years old.
Oh, guys.
Hi.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Okay.
Next door?
Yeah.
That's good. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Officer Myers, Unbiased Police.
Hi. Alaska Police?
Yes.
Come on in.
What's going on today?
What's your pale leg?
Upon initial contact, her demeanor hinted at the influence of a substance, evident through her boisterous and agitated conduct. Her speech, incoherent and disjointed, painted a vivid picture of her state. Seeking clarification about her prior state, the officer inquired if she had been normal. The response indicated she had only been in the area for a week and had appeared normal until now.
Someone fuck the microwave ended up on the floor.
Oh no, are you all alone?
Yeah, when I'm in there talking to.
What's your name?
You the one on the news, ain't you?
No.
Yes, you is.
Okay.
Ain't you the new chief of police?
No, I'm not the chief of
What
police.
your name is, good?
I'm Officer Myers.
Officer Myers.
What is your name?
You lying to me. I'm Rhonda.
What is it?
Rhonda?
Rhonda.
What? No, move your hand. What the fuck?
This is my stuff here, right here.
Right. Well, let me know what's recording me in your face.
Amid the exchange, personal struggles surfaced as she revealed the challenges she faced throughout the year. When asked if she was alone, she indicated solitude within the house. The conversation shifted to her identity with questions regarding her name. Mistakenly assuming the officer's role, she mentioned being featured in the news. Clarifications followed, and she acknowledged the officer. In a sudden shift, she addressed an item, asserting its ownership.
Okay.
Yep.
I saw the red light.
That's for me to see.
Then she made her way into my house. So everybody's upset with me because she came in.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know how I am. I can't be mean to people.
Sure.
So I just kind of introduced her and I tried to tell her, okay, you need to go because I got to cook for my family. I'm trying to cook. You know, she got kind of crazy. Well,
Okay, but
I'm
want to
recording
see
you.
too.
I am.
I want to see too.
Okay, you just saw it, right?
Yeah, I did,
Okay.
man.
look, she's got me in respect. She called me to go in there after she came from here and went there several times. Then she came and she was hiding under here. And she said, help. I said, okay, you want me to call for some help? She said, don't call the law because they're going to take me and lock me up.
So what's going on
I
today?
did, ma'am.
What's going on?
You know what's going on today? I'm living here. And then the ghost came in.
Who did?
The ghost.
Okay.
The spirits.
Okay. There's spirits in here.
No, you go talk to them.
Okay.
Come in here, bring your ass in here.
Did you get rid of the spirits?
I did.
So I tried to be compassionate with her, and she said, come with me. So she drug me to the room, and when I walk in there, the microwave's on the ground busted. There's a cooler.
Huh?
I tried to.
Okay. And how'd that work?
You're the only one in there.
She's the only one in there. So she's like, I didn't do it. When I was in there, someone came and did it. I said, no, you did this.
They're still here?
Look at my. Oh, I promised my daddy and my mama wouldn't do that.
Did it break?
My phone don't flow.
There's nobody here, right?
No.
She told me she was drinking earlier when she came in to talk to me the first time.
Yeah.
She did tell me. She says, I just want to be honest with you and tell you.
She voiced concern about being recorded, referencing the object being held up to her face. In a separate incident, a manager reported an unsettling occurrence where Rhonda had taken refuge under an office desk, accompanied by incomprehensible muttering and peculiar noises. Adding to the unusual behavior, Rhonda had forcefully entered the manager's residence without invitation, further complicating the situation. It was reported to dispatch that she was out on a felony bond, and one of the terms was that she must only take her meds in the manner that was given to her. She addressed the officer, asserting her perspective on drinking. There's no crime in drinking. As long as you're not, you're allowed to drink. Are you on an old drink? She pointed at her phone, implying a call was made. The words were muddled, but she seemed to refer to someone knowing her. She remarked on the change in attitude, expressing surprise at being liked now. Her speech took on a disjointed quality as she tried to communicate.
Fighting white people?
Yeah.
Why?
Cause y'all get on my fucking nerve.
Okay.
Look at my phone.
You called somebody.
It's fucked up.
Yeah?
Rhonda.
Oh, here come this big motherfucker. See, he know me. Girl.
I thought you didn't like me. Now you like me?
Girl, you on that motherfucking
You like
side.
him? You like him?
When this big ass sexy motherfucker come in and shit.
You doing okay though, Rhonda?
Please, y'all, I'm sorry.
You okay?
I'm sorry just for the night, please. I'm sorry, I'll be good.
She said she's been drinking.
I'm clean out, but for real, y'all.
I'm not sure she's taking today or not.
No, I did consume it.
Okay.
But listen, I'm trying to tell y'all how that microwave, bro.
How did it break?
I'm for real, I ain't do that when I know I need that. I love oatmeal, don't y'all see?
You love oatmeal?
My diet, what I eat up here.
So you need that. So you need that. You need that to be.
I need that.
Did you see that the microwave's broke?
Yes.
So,
What do I do? And the floor, we just put floor in those rooms. Just bought that microwave. Like we're starting to remodel the rooms.
what do you want done about that?
See, here it is. My hot plate.
Is it turned on right now?
No, it's not on.
Okay, good.
I'm not lying to you.
Okay. Did you have contact with?
Apology followed with her repeating okay and sorry, seemingly seeking understanding or leniency. She explained she had been drinking and intended to clean up.
And then I told her, and then I heard something over here, and I was like, ah.
Did you hear the commotion when that broke?
Somebody must have, because when I called y'all, when I called, they said somebody else has already called it in.
I really, really need to go check on my family, right?
Okay.
And they said, okay,
Okay.
you go check on your family.
I don't know if it was a social worker, because somebody called the police besides me.
And I don't know that shooter broke it intentionally,
No, it's
but
because
like in
she's
her like
freaking out.
psychosis.
Yes.
So
She thinks there's someone there. She says they're coming after her.
Yeah.
Things like that. That's why I was trying to be compassionate with her.
yeah.
While speaking with Rhonda, officers learned that she had snorted one of her medications.
What is it for?
My nerve pain.
Not taking it properly?
No, I just started.
You started taking it, or you started taking it improperly? Today, you were snorting it?
Yeah, today, yeah, I was
Okay.
snorting.
Is this the first time that you've done this? That you've snorted it?
No, it's not the first time.
Okay. How do you
It's
feel?
not.
How do you feel right now?
I feel damn good.
Okay.
How much of the Delta 8s did you have?
Oh no, because I do it all the time.
Sure.
So why y'all trying to come and arrest me?
No one's arresting you right now,
Oh,
sweetheart.
sure. Shit.
You're okay.
That's prescribed.
You can have these back.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Amidst the chaotic conversation, she asserted, I'm not sure. No, I did. I did consume this, okay? An attempted explanation emerged, involving a microwave and its malfunction. Denying responsibility for its breakage, she expressed a preference for oatmeal, citing it as her main sustenance.
Did your pharmacist or doctor ever recommend you to snort it?
No, they didn't recommend me
What was their
to
reason?
snort it.
Why did you snort it?
I did it with my own motherfucking left
I get
hemisphere.
that.
You heard me?
What's the?
Fuck you.
What was your point though to do that? What were you? Why snort it versus just taking?
Because I want to get rid of the pain, mentally and physically.
I understand.
I'm sorry you're in pain.
Y'all police force, y'all fucking kill my son.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We're done.
You're not gonna hurt us. Okay?
I'm not.
You're not gonna hurt us, sweetheart.
I'm not. Okay. I'm sorry. Can I sit down?
Just relax. Just relax.
Okay, I'll relax.
Thank you.
Upon the arrival of EMS personnel at the scene, a noticeable shift had occurred in Rhonda's demeanor. What was once a highly agitated state had transformed into a relatively calmer disposition. With their professional assessment in mind, Rhonda agreed to undergo a preliminary breath test, signaling a semblance of cooperation. The test outcome revealed a blood alcohol content of 0.192, a significant indication of her intoxication level.
You can only take your prescriptions as prescribed. So the doctors
Look
don't.
at it.
The doctors don't prescribe them to you though to snort them. Okay, they.
Look at it.
That's not how they're supposed to be taken.
Get your word game ass up out of here. No.
We're gonna walk out here. Do you want us to lock it behind you, Rhonda?
Where's my key? Where's your mom? Where's Miss?
Where do you want the key?
Excuse
Do
me.
you want it
Where's
locked?
Miss?
Okay, we'll get out there. We're gonna pull up right here.
They acting like they don't know me. Where y'all taking me to?
Rhonda, we're going to jail.
He's right there.
Across.
The accompanying dialogue included additional voices, one noting her past behavior of spitting on two individuals, prompting caution. Seeking her compliance, an officer asked for her participation in a breath test. Rhonda's response indicated her willingness, addressing the officer with "Yes, ma'am." The procedure began with the officer instructing her to exhale forcefully into the breathalyzer device. The continuous exhale was guided by the officer's directives to ensure an accurate reading. Once the process was completed, the results indicated her high level of intoxication at 0.192, substantially surpassing the legal limit.
Sit down. We're done with this shit.
She spit on you?
Is that a felony?
Your RoboCop looking ass instead of telling me,
Well, you
bitch,
spit on an officer.
to kill my son and hang him
I
in
know
the
nothing
tree.
about that. Okay.
Bitch.
You spit on both of us.
All right, I got wipes if you want them.
Did she get any on you?
Yeah, right in my mouth.
So you're probably gonna have to go for an exposure. We can get one on her without getting spit on. I mean, otherwise.
I got any on my face? I felt it all over my mouth and my face. I know I got the big.
I don't. Yeah, your collar.
Is it like obvious? You can see it there?
Yeah. It looks,
Do we need to take a picture
Yeah.
for? I got my phone right.
it looks
Disgusting.
Yep, I've only been spit on once and it's not fun.
God, it makes me gag.
Yep,
I can smell it.
you got it on you.
So I don't know if it got on me. She went, and I don't know if she had dry mouth and anything got on me. I'm not sure. She was like, we're gonna have to look at our exposure policy if you gotta go down or if it's up to you.
I'm okay. Got in my mouth a little
It
bit.
was on his collar. His hand.
Is that a felony? I can't remember.
Yes. I've only had that happen one time in 20 years. This is number 2.
I got spit on when I first started here.
I got spit in beer.
I wasn't
Done
expecting it either.
She didn't like you from the get-go.
He didn't even look at her
No,
right.
she just looked at you. Didn't like you.
What is she doing? She's going loco. Rhonda, take a breath. Rhonda. Hey, Rhonda, take a breath, okay? Are you okay? Rhonda, can you answer me? Are you okay? No, she's just kind of. I don't think she'll be safe outside, like on the ground and next to the car.
She
She's
started
just,
hitting her
she's
head.
just kind of going into psychosis. She's safe. She wasn't hitting her head. She's just kind of like.
Rhonda, hey, it's Officer Myers. Can I see you? Can I see your face? Are you okay? Rhonda, we need to make sure that you're safe, okay?
The officer acknowledged the outcome with a tone of professionalism, mentioning the strength of the breath provided for the test. The situation was further addressed by another figure referred to as Farmer, who announced the intention to capture a photograph, seemingly for documentation purposes. In this series of interactions, a sense of control and cooperation began to emerge from Rhonda, contrasted by her earlier erratic behavior. The involvement of EMS and the subsequent breath test lent an air of objectivity to the situation, shaping the unfolding narrative of the events.
She spit on 2 people already, so just be ready. Can I get a breath test from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, breathe out.
Keep going, keep
Blow
going,
up
keep
a balloon,
going, keep
you're blowing up a
going.
balloon. There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
These are our first responders.
Okay?
Okay. What's the fire department? This is Jared.
Card.
We can talk. What's going on?
Can I use your camera quick? Choose a point 192, then a very weak breath. It's your squad phone. I'm just gonna take a picture of the neck on her head.
Would you like us to check you out?
She bumped her head too.
Would you like us to
I bump my head.
Rhonda,
Honey, relax.
You lying. I'm sorry with him.
can I see your forehead?
Wait, where I bump my
You
head?
got a little spot
On
of
my
blood.
forever pimple.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Did you cut it or did you just?
I always try to pop it.
Oh, so you're not hurt?
None that, no, I'm
Oh,
not,
okay.
sir.
Okay. All right. Would
Oh, you fine. You're pretty.
Miss
self.
Rhonda?
Let me go.
Rhonda.
Girl, don't you see he look good?
Okay. I
Shit.
In accordance with established protocol, the officer found himself compelled to visit the hospital for a crucial reason: to ascertain any potential transmission of diseases due to the saliva that had inadvertently made contact with his mouth. This unsavory incident had occurred when Rhonda, amidst her arrest, had intentionally spat on the officer. The necessity of this medical assessment underscored the inherent risks associated with such an act.
Prime is my husband, nigga. Do you know Optimus Prime is my husband, nigga? You know now.
do.
From Rhonda.
Trying to get a blood pressure on you.
I don't give a fuck about his blood pressure.
No, your
just
blood
want to make
pressure.
sure you're okay.
Oh, don't you see me move that? And I've been seeing him in my dreams since I was a little girl. You want me to go to jail? You so sad.
I didn't say nothing about going to jail.
What? Girl, I had a hysterectomy. I can't get pregnant. My hunch all over here. Girl, look at him. You know he's sexy. Look at him. And with your fan ass, Superman looking motherfucker. Let me at least sit down. I'm cold.
Yeah,
yes.
you can sit down. That's okay.
All right, Rhonda.
Look at him.
Hi.
Looking like the one from RoboCop.
I like that.
All right, that's it.
RoboCop.
Let's step your feet in. Okay?
There you go.
Nice and easy.
Be a lot warmer.
Nice and
for you,
no,
too.
nice and easy.
I want finna spit on you, ma'am.
You want to feel the spirit?
No.
Feel the spirit.
Says she's not gonna
You
spit on
want to
you.
feel the spirit?
No. We're on a
Look who you arrested. You want to feel the spirit?
I
You
just
want to feel a
Rhonda.
motherfucking spirit?
Rhonda, I misunderstood you, my dear. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Okay, I'm not finna spit on you.
The journey to the jail, however, was marked by a continued display of disruptive behavior from Rhonda. The enclosed space of the squad car provided the backdrop for a distressing scene. In a disturbing turn of events, Rhonda began to strike her head against the interior of the vehicle while simultaneously kicking at the plexiglass. The tumultuous noise echoed within the confined space, reflecting the intensity of her agitation. Rhonda was charged with felony counts of discharging bodily fluids at an officer 3 times, as well as 2 misdemeanor counts of bail jumping, criminal damage to property, and disorderly conduct. About a month later, she was found guilty of criminal damage to property. All other charges were dismissed but read in. Ultimately, she was sentenced to 108 days in county jail. In April 2023, Officer Scott Harrell, a 4-year veteran of the Texas City Police Department, allegedly initiated a traffic stop after observing a vehicle speeding and cutting through parking spaces at a gas station. Officer Harrell approached Christopher Scholl, the driver, and informed him about the alleged violations. Scholl denied any wrongdoing, stating that he was not speeding, that he regularly took the direct path through the parking lot to the gas pumps. Despite Scholl's compliance and explanation, Officer Harrell accused him of disregarding traffic control devices and threatened to issue a citation.
Where I'm stepping out of traffic here, buddy. Don't walk up to my car, please. Don't walk up to my car, please. Hey, man, you can't drive through the parking lot like that. You got your driver's license insurance? Any weapons in the car I need to worry about? Or did you catch my traffic?
Yes, sir. Have you on traffic button?
Robert John Lincoln, 4732. Robert John Lincoln, 4732. Traffic 27.
Sorry.
14, 41, 65, 88. 14, 41, 65, 88. Is there any particular reason why you felt you needed to come through the parking lot like that?
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. No, you can't do that.
It just to be confirmed on Robert.
I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you
All
walked
I'm doing
around.
is coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir. You
Normally, people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
through the parking spaces. Is the direct
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man.
The traffic stop was initiated on private property, and Texas law generally does not enforce traffic laws in parking lots, driveways, or alleys. Therefore, it can be argued that Mr. Scholl was unlawfully detained by Officer Harrell.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, the officer asked the man to show his license and checked it within his system if there was anything suspicious, but everything was clean.
So,
I'm not kidding you either, man. I come here every day, dude.
look, I'm not.
I send pictures of my wife the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So anyway,
Here's the deal, man. Okay. I'm not gonna go back and forth and all that. I'm not gonna write you tickets, but the only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now. Okay, otherwise, you would be receiving a citation.
for what? Would be the citation? I'm just curious.
Disregarding traffic control device.
On private property?
Yes.
Okay.
You still can't do that. It's still illegal.
Okay.
During the interaction, Officer Harrell demonstrated a power trip, unlawfully detaining Mr. Scholl and making false accusations against him. Despite Mr. Scholl's attempts to de-escalate the situation, Officer Harrell persisted in his aggressive behavior. Nevertheless, Officer Harrell continued to escalate the situation by accusing Scholl of reckless driving and threatening to arrest him. Eventually, Officer Harrell arrested Mr. Scholl, claiming he believed Scholl would continue to engage in unsafe behavior in the future.
I was sitting right there. He came through the parking lot and cut through all the spaces. He came through so fast and whooped into here, and there was a white truck. The white truck had to slam on its brakes. So I come over here. I was just gonna be like, "Hey, man, chill out. Like, chill out. Don't be like that." But you wanted to go back and forth and argue with me and give me all kinds of stuff. And like, I didn't have any tickets and I didn't grab a rider this morning. So I was like, "Man, look, it doesn't have to go this way." He kept going back and forth, back and forth. So I was like, "All right, sure."
Another officer arrived at the scene and Officer Harrell recounted the situation, portraying himself as the victim and Mr. Scholl as the aggressor. However, Officer Harrell realized his misconduct and decided to handle the situation differently. He cited Mr. Scholl for disregarding traffic control devices and allowed him to leave.
What motorcycle? Well, Scholl's no longer in custody. Okay, I see you sign right here. It's not a admission of guilt. Mr. Scholl is no longer in custody. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just a promise you'll contact the court on or before the date and time that's written on here. You can contact the court at the bottom here. The information's there, and also at free to go, sir.
Following the incident, Officer Harrell was placed on administrative duty and is under investigation by the Internal Affairs Department. The Texas City Police Department has strict policies against violating individuals' rights during encounters. Chief Joe Stanton announced that the results of the investigation will be made public once a final disposition is reached. Mr. Scholl, who considers himself pro-police, viewed the traffic stop as unjustified and a violation of his rights. He plans to take the case to trial and is considering civil action against the department. He has set up a GoFundMe campaign to cover legal fees for the potential lawsuit. And now let's move to another video. In a recent encounter involving the Cleveland Heights Police Department, a female officer was observed recklessly pulling in front of another vehicle while conducting a traffic stop. The driver of the other vehicle, who narrowly avoided an accident, began recording the incident on his mobile phone.
1 second!
Go back.
8-1 radio, stand by. It's going to be on Mayfield across from the first access road. Send me another unit because another party does not know how to yield to lights and sirens, and he's sitting here recording me. Say that I'm looking at him off the road. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Officer Lewis with Cleveland Heights. The reason I'm for the traffic stop is the plates on the vehicle are expired.
Yeah,
not even a big deal. Do you know that guy behind me in the Porsche?
I was trying to hurry up and move
You're
over.
good. No, you're good. You did the right thing. I put my lights out and sirens. He did not move over.
As the officer stepped out of her patrol vehicle, the officer expressed his concern over the near collision. The officer instructed the driver to wait while she proceeded with the traffic stop. However, the driver patiently parked behind the patrol vehicle and continued recording. The officer initially admitted her mistake and apologized to the driver, but during their conversation, she suddenly changed her stance, blaming the driver for her own errors.
Apologize.
You almost ran me off the road.
I initiated my lights and
I didn't hear
sirens.
anything.
What, was your music on? Because I had the lights and sirens on, sir.
Yes, sir.
You apologize.
I apologize.
You're wrong.
He stopped abruptly.
I'm gonna let it
Okay, I'm not wrong. The lights and sirens were activated.
You ran me
Okay,
off the road
I did not
almost.
do that, sir. The lights and sirens on my
you apologize.
marked patrol because he stopped abruptly, causing me to stop
And I almost
abruptly,
caused an
causing you to stop abruptly.
Right.
And I apologize for that. However, the lights and sirens were on. Okay, the police vehicle is marked. You can clearly see it's a marked patrol vehicle. I initiated lights and sirens. I'm not going to argue, and I'm telling you I do. I'm going to tell you I do apologize that he did stop
But I'm
abruptly.
gonna tell you the disconnect.
Nobody was wrong.
I'm going to tell you the disconnect, right? So between the public and you as a public
You want
servant,
me to just that driver check, okay?
if it's something wrong and you actually
Yeah.
did it, all you say, my bad. I'm
And
sorry,
I did. I just
and
said,
keep going.
I said my bad. I said I activated I initiated a traffic stop in a marked vehicle with lights and sirens.
Right.
If you didn't hear the sirens or see the lights,
I mean, you called back up to your place.
well, I called back up because somebody was getting out of a cop car.
The situation escalated when the officer called for backup and her supervisor, a sergeant, arrived at the scene. The sergeant immediately confronted the driver, accusing him of obstructing and interfering with the traffic stop despite not being present during the initial interaction. The sergeant failed to articulate if the driver was being detained or not, but he continued to escalate the situation.
You called back up for your safety, but
Well, you don't pull up behind an officer on a traffic stop.
you don't even know what's going on.
You're right, I don't.
So why are you saying that?
Because I'm here and what you're doing right now is against the
You almost
law.
ran me off the road.
Okay, well then you should have pulled over for lights and sirens. She said it on the radio that you didn't yield. And it's on dash cam, I'm assuming.
This the disconnect, man.
Sir,
I'll tell you what, let her finish her business and then we can sit down and talk like
we're
adults.
good. I'm gonna let him go. We're good. I'm gonna let him go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was your last name?
My last name?
Yeah.
Why do you need my last name?
Because I'm asking who I'm talking to. You asked me who you were talking to.
Well, now you're going to be under arrest because what you're doing is illegal.
Listen.
What you're doing is illegal. I can charge you for interfering.
But just give me your last name.
Why?
Because I'm conducting business with you right now.
Where my friend you want to be?
10-4. That's not going to be the driver.
What's your RS?
Stand by.
What's your reasonable articulate suspicion of my crime?
I'm going to get rid of him.
I'll explain to you, okay?
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
If you want to be.
10-4. That's
not how it works. What's your RS?
Stand by.
My RS?
Articulate suspicion of my crime.
I'm going to get rid of him.
Okay, hold on. I'll explain it to you, okay? Doing what you're doing right now?
No, sir. She almost ran me off the road.
Okay. Again, you didn't yield to lights and siren. You came out.
She was next to me and stopped and almost ran me off the road.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay, listen to me. You asked my reasonable articulable suspicion. It's not a probable cause.
If you arrest me, you violate my rights.
I don't want to arrest you. We have to ID you.
You're going to violate my rights. That's what you're going to do?
We have to ID you. You understand that? Yes, we do.
All right, I'm going to videotape it.
Okay, we got you on camera, too.
I'm going to call. They can come get the car. You're violating my rights.
Who's getting what car?
They can come. You're going to arrest me.
Radio, another car here. I got a male who's obstructing.
No, I'm not.
He's refusing to identify himself. So I'll take a report on it, but I need your ID. Yeah.
I'm dealing with her.
The driver explained what had transpired to the sergeant, but both officers insisted on obtaining his identification, even though no crime had been committed. The sergeant eventually handcuffed the driver, alleging obstruction and interference.
Listen, I'm asking you to identify yourself so I can let my dispatcher know who I'm out with. If you don't identify yourself, that is obstruction. You are the one that came out.
Obstruction is a secondary crime. What crime did I commit?
There's no crime, but I'm identifying you. Okay.
Thank you.
I need your driver license.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to arrest you if you don't identify yourself.
She just said it was no crime.
It is
Listen.
a crime. Obstructing is a crime.
Obstructing is a
You
crime.
need to identify yourself, Cross.
She almost ran me off the road.
And then I still have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call them to the car. You can arrest me.
Okay, turn around. Because
I didn't do anything.
Okay, turn around.
I didn't do anything.
Listen, just all you have to do.
I don't have my ID with me.
Okay, what's your cell phone?
Your date of birth, that's all we asked for.
For what?
Because I need to let my dispatcher know. It's not a big deal. Last name, sir.
Kern, man.
Kern?
You know what happened. Why are you letting him do this?
He's a sergeant.
He's violating my rights.
He is not. You
Come here,
didn't
We're going to give you a
identify
ticket when we
yourself.
send you on your way. You have valid driver's license?
Yeah, I do. You violate my rights, man.
Yeah, were you getting a ticket for interfering with the crash?
How did I interfere? She almost ran me off the road.
And you could have pulled off and waited and called.
I did wait when she said wait.
You were out here talking to her. Have a seat.
Mr. Kern, just
Don't push me, man.
Have a seat.
Why are you so full of machismo, man?
Dude, have a seat. I'm not putting up with your okay? Have a seat.
What's wrong with you, man?
Have a seat.
I'm sitting down.
All the way in.
if he
He's going
checks,
for obstructing. Or he's getting a
you're
ticket
gonna.
for obstructing. Is he valid?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the radio to say. What? So this is what happened. That vehicle matched the description of the vehicle from Weird yesterday.
Okay.
I saw it. I initiated a traffic stop.
Okay.
That person, instead of like pulling over, he stopped abruptly.
Okay.
And I'm getting behind him, but he stopped abruptly. This guy was very close to him, and we almost did get into an accident because that driver stopped so abruptly. I did, yes.
Gets a ticket for
He.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this.
Okay.
He's getting a ticket for
Radio, you want to change your back on that? Yes, I have it.
emergency vehicle.
Yes, radio, I do. That's why I provided
It
it.
was to a Demetrius Raphael Kern. It's a 37-year-old male. He's valid. That's one.
So you get the ticket, and then you can come to the fight.
Listen, I don't feel like I need to give him a ticket for that. I'm cool with just.
For obstructing.
Okay, I mean, I'm cool with letting him go. He just didn't understand.
He's in handcuffs.
And he's being a jerk.
He obstructed. He refused.
This was a baseless assumption, as the driver had simply waited on the side of the road until the officer finished her traffic stop. The driver provided his information to the officers, although he was not legally required to do so. The sergeant's behavior demonstrated an unjustified power trip, while the first officer seemed to acknowledge her mistake and attempted to rectify it.
You guys got a lawsuit
Mr. Kern,
coming.
just hang on. Just
got a lawsuit coming.
Listen, let me explain to you. You don't get out of the car yet. The sergeant wants me to give you a ticket for obstruction, okay? I'm not going to do anything else. Listen, he's the boss. He is the boss.
I don't have to refuse if I didn't commit a crime. This isn't a stop and ID state.
At this point, it is a traffic stop because you're out on a
almost ran me
traffic
off
stop.
the road.
Mr. Kern, we just had that conversation. I did not almost run you off the road.
That Tesla has cameras in it. So
Okay.
you guys are going to pay for this.
That's fine. Mr. Kern, I apologize. I really do. And this is on body cam, all right? This is, the sergeant's telling me to do this, so listen, I'm just doing what I'm told to do, all right?
Afterwards, the driver was released from handcuffs, but the sergeant insisted on pursuing charges. The first officer apologized to the driver, stating she was just following orders. The driver expressed his intention to take legal action against both officers and the police department, citing violation of his rights.
Here's your property.
Hold on, let me get this.
Sure.
Hey, just push him on.
Janky, rusty ass stuff. Do you want to sign or are you going to refuse? Alright, I'm going to give you a copy of it.
You guys violated my rights. You know.
Well, we'll all be in court.
Ultimately, the driver received a citation and a court date for obstruction. However, just 11 days later, the prosecutor filed a motion to dismiss the case due to a lack of evidence. The driver plans to proceed with a civil lawsuit against the officers and the department.
You have the exact same name and date of birth as someone else.
Let's explore the distressing incidents where innocent individuals face unwarranted troubles at the hands of law enforcement, highlighting the urgency for accountability and reform. On September 8, 2022, an officer from the Bartholomew County Sheriff's Department responded to a 911 call reporting suspicious activity at a storage unit property. The officer encountered 3 individuals who were loading boxes onto a truck. The officer informed them about the 911 call and asked for their identification. The individuals complied and provided their IDs.
Can I have everybody step out here, please?
Yeah.
Including those 2.
Yeah. Come out here.
Yeah. Oh, we just got a report of you guys. Is there a 3rd?
Yeah. Brandon.
Okay. Yeah.
He wants you out here.
Okay. So basically what happened is we got 40 guys loading up into your vehicles.
Right.
Yeah. It's his stuff. They just closed and he needed to get his stuff out.
I understand.
Yeah.
Do you have any proof of that?
I can probably find a bill or something. You know what I mean? Is that fine? I'll find that.
Do you have your driver's license by chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I borrow that, please?
I figured y'all probably show up.
Yeah.
I was like, I said, no, we show up.
Can I have ID
Oh,
for
yeah,
you too
yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
sorry.
While the officers ran their IDs, one of the individuals showed proof of ownership indicated that they were not involved in any illegal activity. However, the officer disregarded the proof and continued running their IDs. It was discovered that one of the individuals, Bradley Bowman, had a warrant. The officer requested information from dispatch regarding the items they shouldn't be moving and the validity of the warrant.
Sir,
How are you?
late to the party. What's going on?
Nothing. It's what it sounds like.
Okay.
It sounds like that.
A bullshit call.
The Bowman subject might have a J4 though.
Okay. But
No, they're Jesus Christ.
Hi.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Despite dispatch confirming that the individuals were allowed to move their belongings, the officer chose to detain Mr. Bowman. Dispatch had not yet confirmed Mr. Bowman's warrants, but the officer decided to take him into custody anyway. Mr. Bowman complied with the officer and even placed his hands behind his back without resistance. However, the officer failed to match Mr. Bowman's provided date of birth with the warrant's information. The officer proceeded to pat him down and placed him on patrol vehicle, unnecessarily prolonging the investigation.
I'll tell you when we get to the car. Right. Can you put your cigarette out for me? Thanks, man. You got anything that's gonna stick me, put me, hurt me?
no.
Okay. Do you have any property you wish to leave here?
I mean,
Over on this side.
I don't think so.
All right. I'm gonna pat you down, all right?
Is this just property right here? Are you going to want to take this with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is that just a piece of candy right there?
Yeah.
Or is that a key fob you need to something?
No, I don't need that.
Okay.
I think it's like a rock.
Alright. It looks like a key fob.
It looks like it's plastic. I don't think it's candy.
Okay.
I think it's like for like. Okay, so you don't. Okay.
You don't need it? What's this right here? Your phone? I'm gonna take it out, alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Is your keys in your bag?
Yes, sir.
You cool if they take it?
Yeah. That was very cool.
Take a seat for me. Can you get on the other side? Pass that through to you.
Seatbelt?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
We had to cut down a tree, that's why there's wood shavings back there, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're all right.
While in the patrol vehicle, Mr. Bowman questioned the warrant for the second time, giving the officer another opportunity to verify his identity. However, the officer claimed that his system did not provide much info and stated that everything would be sorted out at the department.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you right now. Yeah, no problem. It looks just for failure to appear. That's all I have on my end, but when we get down there, they'll be able to give me the actual warrant and I can tell you what it was for.
340 your status.
During the ride to the department, Mr. Bowman mentioned that he had never interacted with law enforcement in the area. Instead of verifying his identity, the officer remained silent. Upon arrival at the department, the officer looked into the warrant without ensuring he had the right person. Again, he only mentioned that it was for failure to appear. Finally, the officer asked Mr. Bowman's date of birth, which resulted in visible confusion from Mr. Bowman. He corrected the officer, who then realized his mistake and checked Mr. Bowman's ID. It became clear that Mr. Bowman had been falsely detained, primarily due to the officer's negligence.
3/10/1993. Your birthday?
No, my father.
Yeah. Yeah. That's on him, not me. Come on. We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back. I'm gonna take you out of those stuff.
The officer blamed dispatch for the mistake, deflecting responsibility instead of acknowledging his own lack of diligence. He uncuffed Mr. Bowman and stated that he would be taking him back to the storage unit property. Throughout the incident, the officer failed to take proper steps to verify Mr. Bowman's identity, leading to an unjust detention.
Okay.
Scratch out.
There's nothing illegal in the car.
No.
Okay.
No.
You have the right to say no. You have the right to say yes.
I said no.
Let's move on to another incident where a police officer unlawfully forced a man out of his vehicle and subjected him to the cold weather while searching for reasons to arrest him. On January 12, 2023, Officer Jack Lowry of the Bloomington Police Department initiated a traffic stop on Ricky Eugene Pouncil, a health and fitness entrepreneur, for driving in the center lane on an interstate highway in Minnesota. Officer Lowry followed Mr. Pouncil for several minutes before activating his emergency lights and making contact.
Hey man, how's it going? Do you have your driver's license, proof of insurance? I got you. Reason why I stopped you is I just saw you on the center lane there for a little bit. I want to make sure you don't get me driving.
I'm watching traffic. You have people, headlights.
Yeah.
Past me. It's like,
During the interaction, Officer Lowry informed Mr. Pouncil that he was pulled over to check on him and ensure he was fit to drive. Mr. Pouncil explained he was driving cautiously due to icy road conditions and he was looking out for other vehicles without headlights. He complied with Officer Lowry's request for identification and proof of insurance.
Where you head to tonight? Going home? Are you still in Egan? Sorry, what was that?
Yes, ma'am.
I got you. Is this a rental car?
Yeah.
Is this the rental agreement or is this just the... Do you have the rental agreement?
I don't have to revise one.
No?
But I rent them.
Oh.
One of my spots.
Gotcha. Like I said, I was going to tell you a while a ways back, but the radio has been bouncing all crazy. Like I couldn't get on the air till we got here. So this is a little bit safer spot.
After running Mr. Pouncil's license, which was valid, Officer Lowry continued to spend an unnecessary amount of time verifying his identity and running additional background checks. Officer Lowry justified his suspicion by falsely claiming that Mr. Pouncil was uncooperative and driving below the speed limit, despite the speed limit being 60 miles per hour and Mr. Pouncil driving at 55.
By car, you know what I'm saying? Your license all valid and everything like that? All good to go, right? With valid license and everything? I'm just asking. I'm going to run yes. I just want to make sure. Okay. Anytime, man. I'll be back.
Officer Lowry, along with another officer, Taylor Huss, discussed the traffic stop and expressed interest in searching Mr. Pouncil's vehicle. They browsed through their phones and Minnesota state laws, delaying the interaction. Officer Lowry mentioned that there were bags in the vehicle, attempting to raise suspicion. Eventually, Officer Lowry asked Mr. Pouncil to step out of the vehicle. Mr. Pouncil expressed skepticism but complied. Officer Lowry patted him down and began asking irrelevant questions. Mr. Pouncil called out the harassment and stated the questions were unnecessary. Officer Lowry then questioned Mr. Pouncil about the bags in the vehicle and if there was anything illegal inside. Mr. Pouncil explained that they were workout bags and there was nothing illegal. Officer Lowry attempted to pivot the investigation to conduct a search unrelated to the initial traffic stop.
Just do a quick 25 check and who knows. There's some luggage in the back seat too.
Just what?
Like a couple bags in the trunk area. But just from PA courts and like that, nothing too crazy that I can see. So who knows?
It is important to note that officers cannot expand their investigation beyond the initial reason for the traffic stop without additional justification.
It's that whole time. All right, he didn't seem super cooperative, so I'm just gonna pull him out and try to talk him out here. Ricky, right? All right, here we go. I got no intention of writing any ticket. I'm going to talk to you back here for a quick second. We'll get you out here, all right? We should talk to you back here. Just thought you're coming and going. I want to make sure we're on the same page. I just want to clear up. I'm asking you to get out of the car. Well, the thing is, I don't really need a reason. No, I don't. I'm badge 363. Like I said, man, I'm just trying to clear up some things. You're coming and going, then you want to talk to me. I'm trying to talk to you man to man. Okay, sorry, it's in your eyes. Badge 363. All right. So I just want to talk to you back here, back to your car. I'll get you all the information in a second, man. 363. Officer Lowry. I know, man. I'm not going to try to keep you out there any longer than I have to. Do me a favor. Can you just come around the front here? Thank you. That'd be great.
Officer Lowry's attempt to search the vehicle was not supported by the traffic violation. Mr. Pouncil emphasized his innocence and clear record throughout the interaction.
Hey, I know it's cold out here. You might feel the need to put your hands in your pockets. I'll either ask you to put your hands out of your pockets, or I can either pat you down for your safety.
Pat me down, whatever you want.
Okay. So, the reason why I'm trying to talk to you out here is because when I tried talking to you the first time, you seemed super. Like, I tried asking you where you're coming and going, you know? You said you're headed where? Back home?
I'm going home.
And is home with Egan?
No, I have a house over here, man. I mean, all those questions really not necessary.
Well, again,
I mean, can I get your number?
You know, I'm just asking kind of basic. So you said you're going home?
I'm going home, period.
Where is your address at home? You said it's not Egan?
No, it's not Egan.
Where,
I have an address over here.
Address over here?
Well, you can follow me if you want.
I don't want to follow
you. You know, it's like you're harassing me.
I'm not trying to harass you.
Yes, you are. I mean, I haven't did anything.
I'm not trying to harass you.
You searched me, I haven't did nothing.
I didn't search you.
Yes, you did. You patted me down. I need your information, too. You have a card on you? Go ahead, ask me the question.
So you said over here is
Yeah,
like,
over there. I have a house in Bloomington. Yeah, but I don't need to give you my address. My address is right here.
Where were you coming from?
Coming from Lifetime Fitness.
Lifetime Fitness?
Yeah.
Which one?
In Egan.
In Egan?
Dinah.
Dinah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do for work?
What do you mean what I do for work? I have my own business.
What do you do for your business?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you had this rental car for?
I keep this rental car a whole year.
And then last thing, what's up with the bags? Is it like workout bag?
Yeah, it's workout bags back there.
Workout bags?
Yeah.
And how many bags are there?
I don't know, 3 or 4. It's workout bags.
Let me ask you this.
The incident highlights Officer Lowry's questionable motives and disregard for proper police procedures. He used irrelevant factors such as Mr. Pouncil's appearance and speed slightly below the limit to justify his actions. The prolonged detention and attempted search were a violation of Mr. Pouncil's rights.